Hello, good evening, students. Today's transcription number back of 95 on the speed of 100 words per minute. Start. And it met once only, just to recommend for extending the period by another 1 year. Sir, nobody in both the houses would oppose this measure, but they can only criticize the way in which the government is dealing with this measure, the way in which the government is sleeping over the matter, a matter which affects the very life of a member of parliament, not only a member of parliament but also a member of the state legislature. As the Honorable the Law Minister has pointed out, Article 102 of our Constitution does not define what is an office of profit except to say that a ministership or a deputy ministership or even a parliamentary secretaryship, and by a later amendment, even a whip of the Congress party would not amount to an office of profit. Only a few instances are specified as to which offices would not amount to an office of profit. Then, sir, complications had arisen even when the original bill was moved, introducing statutory committees and advisory committees. What a statutory committee was, or what an advisory committee was not at all defined in the parent bill. So, doubts had arisen in the minds of various members as to what would amount to a statutory committee or what would amount to an advisory committee, or even whether a vice chancellorship of a university to which are attached certain privileges like the appointment of so many persons, and all that was defined as not an office of profit, and the Honorable the Law Minister was not able to say what office would amount to an office of profit, what would amount to a statutory committee, or what would amount to an advisory committee. Sir, I have only to point out that an important measure such as this, which affects the very existence of the members of parliament, should have been given a very high priority in the matter of legislation. On the contrary, not much attention was given to this. The committee met only once, and even then nothing seems to have happened in that committee. Sir, before the matter goes to a court of law for the judges and for the lawyers to interpret what would amount to an office of profit, it is better that the Honorable the Law Minister brings forward in the coming budget session a comprehensive bill which will specify in its schedules what are offices of profit. The schedules may be of a positive character or of a negative character. The schedules might say that the holders of such and such offices would not be disqualified from being members of parliament or members of state legislatures, or the schedules might say in a negative way that such and such offices are offices of profit, so that the members of parliament and members of the state legislatures would know whether to accept an office and whether they would be disqualified by accepting a certain office.